该喜，请给谢雨红授权。
我已经给他，他已经开始录了。
好 ，OK。
Hi, Alexander.
Hello, yes.
Hi, Alexander. Can you please make announcement just to say that we will take a group photos probably just after the opening speech. So like a screenshot.
Photo just after the opening ceremony or right at...
Well, we could do in the middle if there is time. Otherwise, I just think there are more probably participants or colleagues joining the meeting by then.
I'm sorry, I still missed what time you would like.
I said probably after the opening ceremony.
Okay.
By then we will have more colleagues join the meeting, so we can take a group photo then.
Right,
However,
okay.
we can take a photo. Yeah, we just try to take photos in between throughout anyway.
And at 10 o'clock, who's going to start the meeting?
You.
Okay, just being sure.
Hi, Daisy. If you TS continue, authorize.
Okay, good morning, everyone. It's now 10 o'clock and we've got a very busy schedule ahead of us, so we should get started. And we have a number of speakers to open our meeting. And the first one is our president of ATCM, Professor Yiking Zhao, who is very well known throughout the world and certainly in the UK for an excellent reputation in her work and research in gynecology and fertility. So over to you, Professor Zhao.
Thank you very much, Alexander. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Dear colleagues, special guests, and ATCM members. Firstly, I would like to warmly welcome to you all joining us for this conference. It's nice to see you all here on this special occasion and with this special way, which is a virtual conference. Due to the COVID-19 pandemic, the conference has to be held on Zoom again this year. However, I'm very grateful that such a platform is available nowadays to use for meetings and conference. So the distance is not a barrier anymore, and the TCM colleagues from all around the world can join the conference. Today, we have the great honor to invite some very special guests to join the conference. Mr. Jiang Sunan, the Minister Counselor from the Science and Technology Department of the Chinese Embassy in the UK. Mr. Yin Apoyat, the Manager of Research and Policy of the British Acupuncture Council. Mr. Chris Davis, the CEO of British Acupuncture Federation. And Mr. Dong Zhilin, the Chairman of World Traditional Medicine Forum. Mr. Alex Jacobs, the President of Register of Chinese Herbal Medicine, and Ms. Connie Cooper, the CEO of Register of Chinese Herbal Medicine, and also Mr. Matthew Williams, the Chairman of Integrated Healthcare Collaborative, and more. Mr. Sang Binsheng, the Vice President and General Secretary of World Federation of Chinese Medicine Societies, has also sent us his warm congratulatory video to us from China. So many thanks to you all for the great support all those years, and thank you for all your contribution to the TCM. Especially thanks to the Chinese Embassy, World Federation of Chinese Medicine Societies, and the World Federation of Acupuncture Societies, and all the co-host organizations. I would like to particularly express my great appreciation to the 17 distinguished TCM experts. They have kindly accepted our invitation to share their experience with us today. So we look forward to learning from them for their TCM experience of treating pain syndrome. TCM has been widely used in the whole world for years and has benefited thousands and millions of people. During this global pandemic, ATCM established a volunteer anti-epidemic support team, helped numerous patients, families, and Chinese students, and made a great contribution to the health of the British public. ATCM was established in 1994. It is one of the main self-regulated bodies that governs practice of Chinese medicine and acupuncture in the UK. During this about 27 years journey, ATCM has developed very well, growing steadily from 20 or 30 members to over 600 or 700 members nowadays. All the members are professionally qualified and adhere to a strict code of practice and conduct. ATCM strives to promote Chinese medicine and acupuncture. We have been working closely with the Department of Health of British government, and we are very, very grateful for the support from the Chinese government and the Chinese embassy in the UK. We have also been working together with many other acupuncture or TCM organizations. So we will, of course, continuously cooperate with them to benefit the UK residents. ATCM has always been actively engaged in academic study and ongoing research into the clinical application of TCM. I hope and I believe that all the colleagues today will get some benefits from this academic conference. Finally, I would like to send my sincere thanks to Dr. Neer, the academic executive of ATCM, and all the colleagues in the organizing committee. They've been working so hard for preparing the conference. So I wish the conference a complete success. Thank you all for your participation and have a wonderful day. Thank you.
Thank you very, very much, Professor Zhao. As always, it's a pleasure. And it's also a pleasure to introduce our next opening speaker, and that's Sunan Jiang, a counselor of the Chinese Embassy. And we're very pleased that ATCM has always had a good relationship with the Chinese Embassy and also with China, both of whom have been very helpful to us as practitioners in the recent COVID crisis. So I'll introduce then, please, Sunan Jiang. Thank you.
Thank you. First of all, I'm very happy to attending this conference. 我呢还是讲中文吧。那个如果大家需要英文的话，有个英文的稿子。首先呢，我代表中国驻英国大使馆向这次活动表示热烈祝贺，对在海外弘扬和发展中医药的各位学者致以敬意。中医药呢是中华民族的伟大创造，为中华民族的繁荣发展和绵延永续发挥了不可替代的作用。中医药呢也包含着中华民族几千年的健康养生理念和实践经验，是中华文明的瑰宝，凝聚着中国人民和中华民族的博大智慧，也是打开中华文明宝库的钥匙。中国国内近年来呢，先后出台了中医药法以及关于促进中医药传承发展的意见等一系列的法规，不断完善中医药发展的体制机制，把中医药发展提升到国家战略的高度。这次面对新冠疫情，中国采取了中西医结合、中西药并用的防控方法，这是中医药传承精华、守正创新的生动实践。同时，中国积极参加国际抗疫合作，支持举办40余场抗疫专家的视频交流和直播活动，以82个国家和地区交流中国中医药的诊疗方案、有效方药和临床经验，根据需求向10几个国家和地区捐赠中药产品，选派中医师赴20多个国家和地区等等。广大海外中医师，包括咱们这个学会英国的这些中医药协会，也积极投身于抗疫，在当地民众和预防治疗中呢发挥了积极作用。今年的5月份呢，习主席呢在河南考察了中医药发展，说到要做好守正创新、传承发展工作，积极推进中医药科研和创新，注重用现代科学解读中医药学的原理，推动传统中医药和现代科学相结合，向促进推动中医药相互补充、协调发展，为人民群众提供更加优质的健康服务。这也是我们中医药未来发展的方向。国家中医药管理局呢也正在编制中医药振兴发展重大工程以及中医药发展的“十四五”规划，相信不久就会颁布。中医药传承创新需要现代科学的支撑，一是要在解释作用原理、讲清说明疗效上呢下功夫，选准了突破口和重点病种，组织团队开展协作。其实英国也有这方面很好的实践。充分运用现代科学，把中医药的原理和疗效讲清楚，用科学的方法说明中医药治疗新冠的疗效，切实把中医药的核心竞争力立起来。二是在加快中医药科研和创新上呢下功夫。国内呢也在加快中医药的创新体系建设，解决制约中医药发展的一些重大科技问题，推动中医药和现代科学相结合、相促进。这2个方面呢，我相信在海外的专家也可以考虑和国内的有关单位开展合作研究，这是一个很好的切入点吧。新冠疫情昭示我们，人类荣辱与共，命运相连，世界需要秉持人类卫生共同体的理念，团结合作，共克时艰。希望海外中医界人士积极开展国际合作与交流，积极参与全球卫生治理，以更加开放包容的姿态，携手应对挑战，推动中医药为构建人类卫生共同体做出更大的贡献。我们驻英国使馆科技处呢，一如既往的支持中英2国中医药领域的交流与合作，期盼大家利用好这次学术大会的平台，进一步促进交流与合作，共同开创合作共赢的新局面。再一次预祝本次大会圆满成功，谢谢大家。
Thanks to Minister Councillor Jiang Sunan. Alexander, yeah,
Right.
he just finished. Yeah, he just finished the speech. Thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very, very much, Councillor. It's a pleasure. And it's now a pleasure to introduce Mr. Ian Appleyard, who is visiting us from the British Acupuncture Council. He's the manager of research and policy of the British Acupuncture Council of course, is the largest acupuncture governing body in the UK, and over the years they've established a solid base and reputation for research. So please, Mr. Appleyard, we'll be very pleased to hear from you just now.
Okay. Well, first of all, thank you very, very much for inviting me. It's a real pleasure. Yes, as you say, British Acupuncture Council is one of the largest organisations for Chinese medicine in the UK, although we specialise predominantly in acupuncture. I was just thinking on the history a little bit before I was, when I was asked to do this, and looking back since the 1970s, where you could say that acupuncture first landed in the UK and other countries, and watching how the profession has developed. So initially, what became the British Acupuncture Council was about 5 or 6 other organisations, normally attached to particular schools. And then in the mid-1990s, it all became one organisation. So in that respect, the TCM and British Acupuncture Council are similar ages. And we've been carrying on, I think, working in partnership for most of the last 30 years or so. But now I believe that we are at a turning point. The hard work that people have done in all sorts of organisations, not just in the UK, the British Acupuncture Council, ATCMA, but also in Europe and in America, has driven the acceptance of acupuncture in particular, and also Chinese medicine, herbal medicine, in many different countries. And I think we need to sort of step back and perhaps pat ourselves on the back and say we've come a long way, but at the same time look to the future. As many of you will know, the National Institute for Clinical Health and Excellence recently included acupuncture as part of its clinical guidelines for chronic pain, which really opens up a huge opportunity, as in there are many, many people, and this conference is, focused on pain, who have pain, and acupuncture can be one of, if not the best modality to help them. So we have to look forward, and I believe that we have to think we must continue to work together as best we possibly can, because the outside world, the mainstream healthcare systems in the UK and other countries, they want us to be talking from one voice. They don't really want us to be talking across each other and saying, well, this is different, whatever. So I believe absolutely it's important that the ATCMA and BACC, British Acupuncture Council, can work together. And alongside the herbal medicine organisations. There is a vast amount to learn. As a previous speaker was talking, Mr. Jiang, about using science, etc. And we have to do this for acupuncture as well. So I guess my closing thought is I hope that we can work together, not just in research, but in developing policy and promoting acupuncture throughout the UK. And once again, thank you very much for inviting me.
Well, thank you very, very much, Mr. Appleyard. And certainly ATCM and the BACC have worked together a lot in the past, and I should look forward to the same in the future. So thank you very, very much. Now, our next speaker on the schedule is Mr. Chris Davies, the Chief Executive Officer of the British Acupuncture Federation. Now, it looks like there's been some gremlins in the background because Mr. Davies isn't here. So in lieu of Mr. Davies being here, I'll just say one or two wee things about the British Acupuncture Federation. It's a group that's formed of numerous different acupuncture associations and a few other modalities as well. And ATCM has recently joined, and we're very pleased to be able to work together towards looking into regulations and particularly the conditions of working with the restrictions owing to COVID. So I'm very sorry that Mr. Davies wasn't able to come and speak for himself. An interesting man, very, very forward in promoting acupuncture and Chinese medicine in general, and is well known throughout the world as a senior lecturer and as a teacher for the modalities that he looks into. So since he's not here, we'll have to leave it at that. So thank you very, very much for your patience. Also, now that we're finished our introductory speeches, I'm not sure how this is going to work, but we'd like to take a photo of everybody. So those who organize photos, could you please take over? Let us know how this is going to work.
Excuse me, Alexander.
Yes?
We have a video from the World Federation of Chinese Medicine Society.
I'm
Can
sorry.
Jessie? No, it's okay. Yeah, Jessie start
各位嘉
share.
宾、女士们、先生们，海内外中医药同仁，大家好！很高兴受邀出席2021中医与痛症网络国际学术大会，和大家通过视频连线的方式在云端相聚。感谢赵立勤会长和英国中药学会为筹备这次会议做出的努力。疼痛是困扰人类健康的一大难题。西医对疼痛采取药物止痛的手段，容易造成药物成瘾及药物过量。随着各国对传统和补充替代医学的重视程度不断提高，关于针灸镇痛的研究和疗效安全性证据也越来越多。2018年，美国总统签署相关法案，推进针灸等疗法代替阿片类止痛药物治疗疼痛。本次大会上，来自中国、英国、澳大利亚、加拿大、美国、匈牙利、比利时等国家和地区的中医药专家将分享各自领域治疗疼痛的临床经验和研究成果。相信所有参会人员都能够从中获取到宝贵的知识，也希望通过本次会议，提高国际社会对中医药学的认可，传达中医药造福世界人民的美好愿景。去年以来，新冠疫情肆虐全球，中医药人临危受命，勇于担当，充分发挥中医药的特色优势，为中国疫情防控取得阶段性成果做出了突出贡献。在海外，中医药人主动作为，群策群力，积极参与全球抗疫。特别是在欧洲地区，中医药团体积极发挥影响，通过医疗物资捐助、成立互助平台等方式，为当地疫情防控发挥了积极的作用。作为全球最大的中医药国际性学术组织，世界中医药学会联合会致力于中医药在国际社会的传播和发展。从造福人类健康福祉的角度，为全球中医药专家提供交流与合作的平台。目前，世界中联在全球72国家和地区有276个团体会员，成立了涵盖中医药各学科在内的200个分支机构，并与世界卫生组织、联合国教科文组织、国际标准化组织等国际组织建立了良好的合作关系。世界中联愿同全球中医药同仁一道，积极应对全球卫生的挑战，推进国际卫生合作，为中医药惠及人类健康做出更大的贡献。最后，祝贺本次会议获得圆满成功，祝各位专家身体健康，工作顺利。谢谢大家。
Well, thank you very, very much to Mr. Bin Sheng Yang, and my sincere apologies for skipping forward in the agenda. And it was a pleasure to hear from the World Federation of Chinese Medical Societies, of which ATCM is very pleased to be a member. And also, personally, I'm a member in 2 capacities of that group, which is tremendous for international cooperation. Now, I've checked our list of participants, and we still haven't seen a representative from the British Acupuncture Federation, unless I'm come in the last minute or two. Mr. Davies, I don't think so. Name isn't coming up in the material anyway. So to go back to where I was in the first place, a bit ahead of time, those who are looking after the photo, maybe we've got a chance to do that now before our morning academic speeches at 10:30.
Thanks, Alexander. I just speak a little bit in Chinese, just in case some of the members or colleagues don't understand English well. 我们现在就是 take 一个就是集体照，请大家都打开镜头好吗？谢谢。期刊 ，make sure you take some photos. View, gallery view.
May I suggest everyone turn on your video, please?
Thank you. You all look amazing.
Okay, will we proceed a little earlier to the academic sessions?